It's the best place in the world, and the teachers are awesome.
Before I did science because I had to, but now I don't just do it. I do it with a purpose.
STARBASE inspired me. I really wanted to be a scientist. I just never knew it was possible.
STARBASE is leading the way with its outreach effort to engage the public in strengthening America's role as the world's engine of scientific and technological innovation by investing in and empowering our youth, building the next generation of innovators and world-leading pioneers.
President Theodore Roosevelt told our nation, "We cannot always build a future for our youth, but we can always build our youth for the future."
At STARBASE, we are preparing our youth to build their own great future.
The biggest thing that we focus on at STARBASE is inspiring kids, and that they're going to have this desire to continue with their education, and they see the value of their education and will become productive citizens as they get older.
So H2.
Let's look at how it goes down. How's it going down? What does it do?
It's get air. The air's coming up into here.
What's going on the sides?
STARBASE is a Department of Defense community outreach program located on over 50 military bases throughout the United States.
There's nothing more novel than being on a military base. So as soon as the students come out here, their interest is immediately captured, and they're engaged before they even come into a building for one lesson.
I think STARBASE is a great program because it makes science fun and it addresses kids at an early age. 5th grade is the sweet spot where STARBASE is focused. And I think there have been many studies done that tell us if you start with young people when they're in high school or college, it's a much more difficult road to travel.
The passion for learning and immersion into the subjects taught at STARBASE is immediate. Just listen to what these students and their teachers have to say about STARBASE.
Amazing.
It's an amazing experience for me as an educator to see my students just enlightened and come alive in the world of science.
There's so much coming from the children when we get back to school. They're just very, very happy and very excited to be here.
It's all team-based and a non-competitive environment. So students feel safe to answer, they feel safe to be wrong, they feel safe to try things, and it's empowering them to do the learning.
We're up, we're observing, we're using our senses. We're not just sitting there, and we're all around the room, and we're talking to one another. That's what makes it exciting.
In addition to both the regular school year and summer academies conducted at STARBASE, the STARBASE 2.0 program offers continuing educational opportunities into the school classroom.
2.0 is a program that we identified to help bridge the gap between when students come out to STARBASE to fill that out. So they're here for 25 hours only, and it really helps continue that excitement. We find mentors for the students.
I am helping to mentor the students in robotics and helping them get better teamwork skills.
It's really fun because the cubes that light up, I never saw those before. And for STARBASE 2.0 to bring those to our school and not having to drive was a really cool thing.
We already have students peeking their heads in the window and saying, wow, what's going on in there? And I want to do that.
The skills and the capabilities associated with STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, are absolutely critical skills for our young people to have. Not only for the future of our military, we need those skills in our young people, but the future of American innovation.
I want to be a scientist at NASA.
I kind of want to be an engineer because it's STARBASE. Like, I want to be a car engineer. What engineer do you want to be? Like the one that builds planes and stuff. Yeah, it's good.
STARBASE was the foundation to me wanting to become an aerospace engineer and wanting to learn more about math and science and how it
Sarah, now a high school student, attended STARBASE twice. Once during the school year academy, and then as a participant in the STARBASE Robotics Engineering Academy. As a direct result of her experiences at STARBASE, Sarah is now interested in attaining her pilot's license as well as building her own plane.
What STARBASE does is it brings kids, already about 1 million of them, into a setting where they can see the real world use of science and engineering and technology.
There is a growing demand for passionate and educated students in the areas of science and technology. The Department of Defense STARBASE program addresses this need head-on, nurturing the natural curiosity of our youth and inspiring their confidence in these emerging fields of study.
You open kids' minds on anything, you've done something important. But if you open it on science and technology and engineering and math, then you've done something for the country as well as for the kids.